Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. It's at 1,000 degrees, so that's instantly heating up. Maybe I should have put the thermal plates in behind that. It's 200, there we go. Boom. That's coming in round, and there's quite a bit of magma in here. The whole temperature cycle on here, that's good. That is absolutely fantastic. I've got enough steam in here. The cycle is going to work fairly well. There's enough liquid in there just, and the temperature will be raised enough. So that one is going to work. That one I'm happy with. And I need to just double check on the water cleaning down here. This is where we're going to start getting into trouble. You are clean water in there. You've got no germs. You've got clean water in there. That's good. This one is running well. That one is doing great. You in here. We're still waiting. We're putting water in here, and it's slowly cycling through. It's taking its time, though. That one is staying as it should, so that one's running. That's ideal. We've got no problems down in there. We've got no problems up here. We've got 2 hydrogen gas pumps running like mad there. I've got another hydrogen gas pump there. We could do with getting some hydrogen being pulled off of this, maybe. And there we have. So the volcano. I've got igneous rock there. That's already, the magma has now gone and changed, so I don't really know what to do about that. How do I get them coming in and removing that magma? I mean, at the moment, the temperature in here is over 200 degrees. Although, what's the problem? The turbine's too hot. Temperature overlay. The actual turbine itself is too hot. Do I need to run some cooling in through here in order to be... I do. That's what I need to do, is I've got to run cooling. My cooling pipe has got to run all the way over here, cool this area down in order to keep that going. I've got the cooling up there, but I've got to do the same over this way, because it's too hot to run. This game is so incredibly complex. Seriously, as soon as I think I'm starting to get on top of something here, it sort of throws a spanner in the works and messes it all up again. Like this in here. The steam in there is useless. I cannot use that steam. It literally is no good for anything at all. I've got no options there to go and use that steam. If I go into plumbing overlay in here, that water that comes up through there is the cooling water that's got to run round the system. That is only going to run round when this side is all completely backed up. And that ain't going to back up for a while. I mean, it's starting to. It's actually starting to run all the way through, and it's coming all the way into here now. So it's running faster. But as I've got everything sort of sitting on one big, massive loop, it's certainly not running through here as quickly as it could. I'm also thinking that this dirty water shouldn't be running into that pool in there. It should be running straight through there. I don't know if that would speed up this process or not. I guess it might. I'm unsure about that. I'm unsure. But I do know that this up here is now starting to work correctly by the look of it. So we've got less of an issue here. Those were all completely wasted. I had nothing down here on that neutronium, but I've got a copper volcano down here. So I could try to build yet another steam vent type situation over on that one. Kind of thinking I don't really want to at the moment. I think what I will do, though, is I'll go over here, and I will take ladder, and I'm going to drop that ladder down to there. I'm going to take tile, and I'm going to run it across here like that. So that ladder is going to come down there. I'm going to do a second lot of ladder there. I'm going to take some fire pole there and run it down. And then I'm going to dig that out over to there. I'm going to go right into the middle square on that. I got 4 pieces of neutronium there. Is that... How big a one is that? 1, 2, 3. They're all 4. All of them have 4. So we're doing that right. There's nothing that's going to change in there. I've got them busy digging that out. Have I got more neutronium things? That one we already know about. We're doing stuff with that one. I've got a salt geyser in there. I don't really know what happens with those. I'm not too bothered about those either at the moment. That's not a major concern for me. There's another one there. That could be a cool slush. People have been telling me all about the cool slush ones, and that they're really good because you can use them for additional cooling. So I'm going to bring that up there like that, and then I'm going to go with this one digging here like this. So there's another little bit of digging that can go across that side. You've got a digging project. We've got a digging project over the other way, and I've got digging projects over this side. Digging projects everywhere. I got printables I'm not going to print. This water in here is working very nicely and filling stuff up. That is rising pressure in here. So are you actually going to give us anything with this? Are we going to get anything in the way of steam? There is. Look. The temperature in there. That is wanting to turn into steam. It's not really doing a great deal, though. There isn't enough there to turn into steam. But it did. Yes, I've got some little slugs of steam moving around in here. It's only small bits, but I have got a couple little slugs of steam in there, which may be beneficial to us. Maybe something that we can use later. I see no more neutronium in here. Got to be some more somewhere. Right. You in here. That's... Right, that one being too hot, I kind of need to wait for this to even out again. And then I can make use of it. That one is now... Oh. Oh, no! That's overpressure. I got gas at the top. So, despite the massive temperature in here... Because I've got gas up the top there, it's not allowing anything out. So I'm going to need to, just to start with, I've got to go to the base in here, airflow tile like that. And that's going to be a priority 9. And I'm going to dump that one down on there. We're going to put an airflow tile on there. So if they can come out and do that one a minute, then that's going to just allow the base... Will you stop doing it like that? That's just going to allow this, like, I've got all of this. We got 5 kilos there. Idle, that's going to erupt in a few more seconds. So that's going to go there, and boom, that's going to allow a whole load of steam to come out. There. Steam vent. Steam. There, and instantly it's coming over the top. So now what I need to do is I need to go back into there and put that insulated tile back on there. And that's also a priority 9. So I've got a load of water dribbling into the base at the moment, which ain't helpful. That ain't helpful at all. So I will have a mop down in there. I got a lot of happy people at the minute. There's a lot of happy people here. I like that we've got so many happies. Alright, like all these balloons that they're carrying around, it means that they're very happy. Now this one is, that's working beautifully. Look at that. That is working absolutely beautifully. We've now got steam in there rather than worrying about it. There are some gases in there, but they're not interfering with anything at all. So we've got a massive quantity of power coming off of that. This one in here is still putting some power out, but it's not brilliant. We kind of need to wait. You over here, you're digging up. That's going to take a minute or two for it to get through. What about you down this side? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There. We're nearly dug out on that one. I'm almost through. We can find out what this one is. More neutronium down here. And I do want to I want to dig further down as well. We need to dig lower and lower and lower. Before I've still got other priorities. I want to make more printing pods. I want to build out a much larger area of the base, and I'm sort of thinking, you know, we got a lovely big area over here we could possibly use, or I don't really want to go that side. My pool here is emptying out at an alarming rate, which is not good. I need that one to start filling back up again. And I'm wondering if part of that is to do with it. See, this here, this is just not working. That is not going to bring that temperature up high enough to make this work. It is simply not going to happen, is it? Let's be honest here. That ain't going to do anything that we want it to do. So I think what we need to do here is change my tactics ever so slightly for this bit. So I'm going to go there with the insulated tile. I'm going to pop that onto... No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm going to put the tile right there. It's going to be insulated tile right there. And then we're going to go here, and we're going to put insulated tile up to there. So all of that will eventually melt and drop into here. It won't sort of do that on a permanent basis. It's sort of like a semi-temporary type situation that's going on there. Will you come and dig this out, please? I don't ask much. I just want you to dig the stuff out that I've asked you to dig out. I don't think that's a lot to ask, really. Let's dig that one out as well. It's annoying that they come along and only do one at a time. That's dug that out. Now we've got a couple over here. If you could just come and do that bit there. Right, you've dug out the wart seed. I don't need any more wart seeds at the moment. If you could just take this there. Right, now. There's one there. And that one there. And then you need to dig out the next one so that we can find out what we've got in here. Carbon dioxide. There. What is this? Chlorine? That's a chlorine glass vent. A chlorine gas vent in there. That is probably the most useless one that we could get. Out of all the vents in all the towns, in all the cities, that is the single most useless one we can get. Water geyser. What does a water geyser do? Highly pressurized geyser periodically erupts with hot water. 7.3 at 95 degrees. Right. Well, I'm not going to get a steam vent coming off of that one. That's not more steam power coming out of that. So, how do I get... You know, I do wonder if steam power... There's got to be other ways of generating steam. Well, there are... Like, we've got anti-entropy. Like, I can do cooling there. Cooling's not a problem for me. I want heat now. Like, cooling was a bit of a problem, but mostly I just want massive amounts of heat in the base. This in here, I don't want that one to keep pouring my... water away into here anymore. So I'm going to deconstruct that pipe there. That is now an obsolete thing. That hydro sensor over there, I can deconstruct that one. I'm going to go to automation in here, automated wire. And I'm going to deconstruct that automated wire there, and there, and there, and there. It's all going to go. And I'm going to go to that one. I'm going to deconstruct that liquid vent in there as well. And that way we've just got the water running through the cooling systems instead of running through anywhere else. And hopefully it will fill all of this lot up. So I've got the gas pumps all running very, very nicely. And we've got some pipes blocked. Why have we got pipes blocked? You shouldn't know that... Well, they're not really blocked pipes, are they? They're not really blocked pipes. So I kind of want to put some extra tanks in here in places, I think. Not quite sure. Right, anyway. How are we doing down here? You're on 360. I am going to need to do a cooling vent here, aren't I? Just a little bit of cooling around there. I think what I'll need to do is I'll sort of seal the thing in. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to make that work. But it's... the turbine is way hot in here. Like, it's overheating, and I can't have that. I've got to be able to cool that down a little bit. Right, I'll think of something on that. Right, I am back in a new recording session, and what I've been wondering about is altering this slightly, rather than dismantling this whole thing, because we know that's not working at the moment. What if I was to just add a liquid tepidizer into this area right here? Make it slightly bigger. I can't go very much bigger because we've got... oh no, there's carbon dioxide out there. That's the vacuum up there. So I can go a little bit bigger on this. And put a liquid tepidizer in here. So I've already got really hot water coming out of the cool steam vent. And then add that one in. And that, I'm hoping, will sort of take everything up to a high enough point to sort of bring that up. But whether that's going to work, I have no idea. It radiates a moderate amount of heat, warms large bodies of liquid, but it must be fully submerged. That's why, yeah, actually I don't think that's going to work. It's trying to bring stuff in and bring it up high enough. I mean, maybe a space heater. If I have a look at this, target temperature 70 degrees, overheat 125. That one doesn't work. That one is not an option. Liquid tepidizer right here, target's 85, overheat 125. That one, overheat is 125. Thermoregulator, no. Ice maker, no. Icy fan, no. So none of those actually work. For heating stuff up, I can't use them, which means that this is basically no good at all. I can't use that for making power. I've just got a supply of water coming from this one. So I'm going to just pop into there. I'm going to put an insulated tile on that one, and then the rest of it I'm just going to leave. I'm going to let it carry on and do what it does. This one, we may end up sort of disabling it. And I'm in the middle of also disabling this stuff up here. I want to take that out. I've got some stuff that can be picked up there. Down here, I have also got things that need to be picked up and moved around. We've got volcanoes in here. We've got rising pressure on that one. And this one in here is erupting in 90 seconds. So I've got two of these in here. And I'm hoping that both of those together will be enough to be able to do something in here. This is what I'm hoping. Whether or not this is actually going to work. So you're erupting in just 15 seconds. We've got water now spilling into both of these. There, we've got the volcano. That is definitely not heating up enough at the moment to be able to make any difference whatsoever. It's producing a little bit of steam, and it's pushing some gas out of here, which isn't, that is a good thing, but there isn't enough steam being produced in here yet. I think, though, I've possibly got enough water in the system. They're still bringing water out, and it is quite toasty warm in here at the moment. Right, they're delivering more and more water in there. But I think I've just about reached the limit on here, so I'm going to go to that one, and I'm going to switch that one off. I don't want any more liquid going into that one. I'm going to leave it like it is now. And I'm going to hope that the gas there, the airflow tile, will allow the steam to accumulate in this room and trigger that steam turbine to start. We do have this one over here, which right now erupts in 12 cycles. I've got... the turbine's too hot on this one. So that's my problem on here, is the turbine is getting too hot. But I wonder if maybe if I remove some of this here, we can dissipate some of the heat away from that one just a little bit, and it won't be overheating. So that's the bit that I want to do on there. I got a bit of coal that I still want to go and get. There's more coal up there that we can extend up and we can accumulate. And then there was some coal over here at the top of the steam vent up there that we want to get. This over this side, I pretty much want to leave that. Now, I've disabled that up there. This I'm going to deconstruct. And I'm going to deconstruct a lot of the rest of this in here as well. So I'm going, and it's going to allow the steam to come up here, and then my duplicants can start picking up a whole load of this sleet wheat that is growing out here, and we'll be able to make use of that. So I've got this big water pond down here that's keeping everything cool, and hopefully it's not allowing any of the rest of this to overheat, which would be really, really nice. The only other problem I've got at the moment is that the liquid reservoirs don't have enough water in them. We're still kind of working on that situation now. This is now filling back up with water. That's backing up. That's doing a great job in there. All the ice has been taken out of here. I got loads of dirt in there. That's not doing a lot. I know that you are already aware of most of what I've just told you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I was already aware of most of what I've just told you. I've just sort of had to go back and recap for myself. There's more of a recap for me than it is for anything else. So you in here, you can just stay like that, and you're going to drain the water out. That one there, I will deconstruct that building as well. We'll take that one apart along with that one, and then they're removed and they're out of the way. We don't need to worry about them. I'm also going to go into power and conductive heavy wire, and I'm going to go with deconstruct. So I'm going to deconstruct that cable there and down to there and remove that lot. And then I'm going to go into plumbing liquid pipe, and I'm going to deconstruct that pipe. The pipe going down into there. That one. That bit there, and that pipe. And then I'll also go here, liquid vent, and deconstruct the liquid vent right there. So that's going to remove all of those extra bits in around there. None of it is going to be needed anymore. I will also go into here, and I'm going to dig out the coal in here. That's only 4 deep in there, so that can all be removed without fear of it causing us any problems. Right. So far, so good. We've got some things going on here that seem to be working well. I've got a chlorine gas vent there. I really don't know what I'm going to do with that one. These, I think I've got this wrong. I don't think that they're going to work very well at all. That's something that we need to work on. This in here is 400 degrees in here, but I got a huge amount of igneous rock in there that I kind of want to get rid of. That's not very helpful to me. So what I was going to do in here was change this ladder around a bit. So we're going to build... I'm going to put some base in here. I'm going to put base out to there, like that. And more back in there, like that. And then I'm going to go like that. I'm going to remove those 2. That's the starting bit. Because I want a double door on this. So that I can then open that up and make that safe in there. So you're going to come out and do that. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to go into the base. And I'm going to go with the ladder here. And I'm going to put that up there like that. And I'm going to dig out a double bit on each side there like that. So that we clear a little bit of this space. Now, I'm actually going to do it like this. I'm going to... No, I'm not. I'm not going to do anything apart from take that out. 3, 4, up to there, like that. So they'll go and they'll do all of the algae all the way around that. This in here I don't really care about. They'll sort of fill that up a bit in a little while, and they'll come back. They're just going to work their way through there. This bit, we've now got that dug in. So next, I want to take a manual airlock. Drop that one in there. And once they've gone and built the manual airlock, I'm then going to put one there so that they can pick up this igneous rock, and they can dig this bit off. Digging that bit off there is going to be rather helpful. And then I'm going to want to get some water in here. I need water to go into there. And that's going to be a little bit more tricky than... Well, is it? I've got a load of water down here. I could do something with this. I could just simply put a pump down in there. And pump that water straight up here. And into this pipe. Rather than putting it through that loop. And that would be separate and unrelated. Why didn't I think of this before? Okay, let's try that then, shall we? We'll go with a liquid pipe. It doesn't need to be hot, cold, doesn't need to be anything else. It just needs to go on here. Join it on there. And run all the way down here behind that one. And then over here and all the way down there. That's going to go underneath that bit. And it's going to go all the way down to there. That's where we're going with that one. And then we're going to take a liquid pump. And I'm just going to plonk that one right down there. Just like that. And then I'm going to remove that little bit of... No. Cancel. There, like that. And then I'm going to take some plumbing. I'm going to go with the liquid pipe. Bring that one across over to there. So there's a nice little build set up into there. I do also need to put a bit of power in. I've got a saltwater geyser there. I'm going to leave that one. I'm not going to get involved with that for a second. Plumbing. No. Power. Power, power, power. We're going to take... heavy watt conducted now. Do I go with the heavy watt conductive wire, or do I run something through here? And I drop it out the bottom there. If I go with straight wire on here, your potential power consumes 7 point. That's joined into the main system. This one up here is 1.5. That's slightly a slightly bigger system up here. It's 1.45. That's conductive wire. I can go with 2, max power 1000 watts. Heavy watt, but that's not heavy watt. No, that's heavy watt wire. No, it's not. That's conductive wire. There, 2 kilowatts, right. 2 kilowatts on conductive wire. I want that one. Take that one and extend it out from here. No, I'm just going to take it out from that corner there. And bring you out. I'll run you under the bottom there. And you go right behind that pipe. All the way down over to here. You're going to go out onto the ladder. And you're going to join into there like that. And I've used copper for that. But I've got plenty of copper. So that will join in. And that's going to give me a pump. I'll have a pump down in here, and then that water can go up here and join into this bit on the top. Which should work well for us. So we've got a lot of stone hatches in here. There are a lot of stone hatches. I've got a load of stone hatches down here. So that one, storing 19 of 20 critters. In here, I've got for hatches and hatchlings... remove hatches and hatchlings and just have stone hatch in here. That is sedimentary rock going in there. You in here, what are you? You are igneous rock going in there. So I'm gonna do that. I'm actually gonna go that one there. I'm going to copy those settings and I'm gonna drop those settings onto that one up there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in here. I don't know how to set it so that I've got auto wrangle surplus in here at the moment. So I want to auto wrangle anything except the stone hatches there like that. So they should now come in and they're going to wrangle the regular hatches and then I'll just tell them to kill them all. At least that's what I'm hoping will happen. That's kind of what I'm hoping will go on in there. And then I want more of these so that I can do things with them. So let's go in here and I want to... Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for a little while. We need to let the replicants rest. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And I am just going to drag out this farewell just a tiny little bit, just so that there is enough space and time on the screen to put up a couple lots of you absolutely wonderful supporters of the channel. You should be seeing some of your names coming up now. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.